What happens when one of Hollywood's most respected actors walks onto a daytime talk show and everything goes off the rails in minutes? What you're about to see is one of the most intense on-air moments daytime TV has ever witnessed, all triggered by a question no one saw coming. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and share your thoughts in the comments below. Trust me, you'll have plenty to say. Michael Douglas stepped onto the View set with his usual confident charm. The crowd cheered as he sat down, and the panel greeted him warmly. Whoopi Goldberg began with light questions about his latest project, and Douglas responded with humor and ease. The chat moved smoothly at first. Sarah Haynes asked about working with younger actors, and Douglas shared thoughtful insights about mentorship in Hollywood. Everything seemed calm until Joy Behar leaned forward. "Michael, can I ask you something that's been on my mind?" she said. Something in her tone silenced the room. "You've been in this business for decades, seen everything. But do you think your generation really earned success, or was it just easier back then?" The table went still. Sunny Hostin raised her eyebrows, Alyssa Farah Griffin shifted slightly, and Douglas's expression hardened. "I'm sorry, what?" he asked evenly, but his tone had an edge. "I'm saying," Joy continued, "when you started, there wasn't as much competition. No social media, no streaming. You had 3 networks and a few studios. So was it truly harder or just lucky timing?" Douglas looked at her for a moment. "You think I got lucky?" "I think your generation had it easier," Joy said. "Let's be honest, Michael. You're Kirk Douglas's son. You had doors open for you that most never get near?" "Joy!" Whoopi tried to jump in, but Douglas stopped her. "No, let her finish," he said. Joy didn't back off. "I'm not trying to downplay your career, but there's a real discussion about nepotism in Hollywood. Your father was a legend. You got your start through connections. That's just fact." "That's a fact?" Douglas repeated sharply. "Here's a fact. My first job was as an assistant director on a tiny production making almost nothing. I worked 18-hour days. I auditioned countless times and got rejected because casting directors assumed I was just my father's son. I had to prove myself twice as hard." "But you still had access?" Joy pushed. "You got in rooms others couldn't." "Access?" Douglas leaned forward, his tone rising. "You think access equals success? I produced One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest when I was 29. Every studio rejected it. My father wouldn't touch it. I fought for years to get it made. It won 5 Oscars. Was that luck?" "You had resources," Joy shot back. "Resources?" Douglas's voice went up. "I mortgaged everything I had. I risked my career for that film, and you're telling me it doesn't count because of my father's name?" The room was tense. Sarah tried to change the topic, but Douglas wasn't done. "Let me ask you something, Joy," he said. "How did you get your start? Did someone give you a shot? Take a chance on you?" "That's different," Joy replied. "How?" Douglas demanded. "Everyone gets help from someone. The question is, what do you do once you're in?" "The difference is systemic," Joy said, her voice firm. "Hollywood protects its own. You're proof of that. People like you get multiple chances. Others don't. Fail upward?" Douglas's face flushed. "You think my career is a series of lucky breaks?" "I think you've always had a safety net," Joy said. "Let's take a breath." Whoopi tried again, but Douglas was fired up. "You want to talk safety nets?" he said. "You're on national TV with a team of producers and writers behind you. You have a platform millions would dream of, and you're lecturing me about privilege?" The studio fell silent. Joy's eyes narrowed. "Don't compare what I do to what you've had handed to you. I worked my way up from nothing. I did stand-up in clubs for drink tickets. No one gave me anything. And you think I didn't?" Douglas shot back. "You think Wall Street just happened? I lived that role for months. I shadowed traders, studied finance, transformed myself into Gordon Gekko. That was work. Work that paid millions," Joy retorted. "Work you got because of your name." "No," Douglas snapped. "Because of talent. Because of commitment. You can have all the connections in the world, but if you can't deliver, it means nothing." Sunny chimed in softly. "I think Joy's point is about how the system favors some more than others." "That's fair," Douglas said, turning to her. "But suggesting success isn't earned is just lazy thinking." "Lazy?" Joy's voice rose. "I've worked in this industry for 40 years. I didn't call you lazy," Douglas said tightly. I called your argument lazy. Oh, now you're lecturing me? Joy shot back. That's rich from a man who's played tough guys his whole life. Douglas gave a cold laugh. You think acting is just playing pretend? You have no idea what goes into it. I know you get paid obscene money to pretend, Joy said, and that the system favors people like you. Here we go, Douglas muttered. When the argument runs out, pivot to politics. My point hasn't run out, Joy said. Hollywood's rigged and you're proof. Douglas leaned back but didn't lose his focus. You want to talk rigged systems? When I produced Romancing the Stone, no one believed in it. Every studio said no. We still made it, and it became a hit. Was that privilege or persistence? You just keep proving my point, Joy said. You had the capital. You don't understand what producing means, Douglas replied. We build projects from scratch, fight studios, manage chaos. It's real work. Alyssa tried to ease the tension. Hollywood's hard for everyone. Not equally, Joy cut in. Douglas never had to fear losing work or being typecast. You don't know what I've faced, Douglas said quietly, and his tone made everyone pause. You don't see the rejections or self-doubt. You just see the success. Spare me the rich boy routine, Joy replied. You've had a great life. Just admit your privilege. I have, Douglas said firmly, but I won't erase my own work to fit your argument. Nobody's erasing it, Sonny said. It's complicated. It's not, Douglas said. I've worked hard and earned respect. I won't sit here and be told that doesn't matter. Joy leaned closer. You can't handle being challenged. You're too used to being praised. This isn't criticism, Joy. This is an attack, Douglas said. You walked in here with your mind made up. You want to talk about narratives? Joy said sharply. You've sold the self-made man story your whole life. What's untrue about it? Douglas asked. You're leaving out the part where your name opened doors, Joy said. Second chances others never get. You think I got second chances? Douglas shot back. I've had failures. I kept going. That's not privilege, that's endurance. You could afford to fail, Joy said. That's the difference. You're twisting this, Douglas said. Reducing everything to luck because it's easier than admitting I worked for it. I never said you weren't good, Joy argued. Yes, you did, Douglas said. You said I had it easy. Whoopi jumped in again. Okay, let's move on. No, Joy said. He expected us to praise him, not challenge him. A real question? Douglas asked bitterly. You insulted my career and called it journalism. It's only an insult if you're too fragile, Joy said coldly. Fragile? Douglas laughed without humor. I've survived 50 years in this business. I'm not fragile. I'm angry. Then why are you so defensive? Joy pressed. Because you're dismissing everything I've done, he said. I can't win with you. Now you're the victim, Joy sneered. I'm pointing out the trap, Douglas said. You want sound bites, not truth. You're the one losing it, Joy said. Losing it? Douglas stood suddenly, eyes blazing. The room gasped. What I'm not used to, he said, standing over her, is being disrespected by someone who should know better. No one disrespected you, Joy replied. I asked a fair question. Fair? Douglas said. You accused me of not earning my life's work. Alyssa tried to calm them, but they were locked in. Douglas sat down slowly. Privilege exists, he said, but it doesn't erase effort or talent. I'm contextualizing, not attacking, Joy said. No, you're weaponizing it, Douglas replied. You use privilege to tear people down. How dare you, Joy snapped. You don't know what I've fought for. And you don't know me, Douglas said. You see Kirk Douglas's son, not the man who worked for 50 years. Because that's what's there, Joy said. No, Douglas said quietly. That's what you choose to see. He looked around the room. I came here to talk about my work. Instead, I got ambushed. But you got your moment, Joy. Don't expect me to agree with it. I don't need your approval, Joy said coolly. Good, Douglas replied. You're not getting it. Whoopi quickly cut in. We'll be right back. The show went to commercial as Douglas and Joy locked eyes, neither backing down. The audience sat frozen in disbelief. So there you have it, one of daytime TV's most heated exchanges ever. Michael Douglas and Joy Behar went head-to-head, and neither budged. What do you think? Was Joy right to confront him about privilege, or did she take it too far? Let us know in the comments below.